this water to the point where rivers ran dry. Okay, you know, the controversy around the Delta smelt. How many people here know about the Delta smelt? You've heard the name. Nobody's heard the Delta smelt in the San Joaquin Delta? This is that little fish. It's a little, you know, it's a little tiny, you know, minnow type fish that's endangered in the San Joaquin Delta. And Sean Hannity is on TV and he's talking about, you know, they've faced off the Delta smelt against the farmers in the Central Valley. That's because, you know, they've diverted so much of the water from this delta that the fish were in danger. But what he doesn't mention was they had diverted so much water from this delta region that the salmon population had collapsed. Okay? And, you know, so the salmon population collapsed, then the salmon industry had collapsed. Northern California, Southern Oregon, the salmon industry had collapsed. And so you were pitting these salmon, you know, fishermen against these farmers down in Southern California who needed more and more water. Now, again, these guys are irrigating in a desert region. So there's another ramification that happens when you irrigate. Even fresh water has a small amount of mineral and salt. So when you go out there and you irrigate, you flood irrigate, you dump all this water on a field, as the water is drawn up in the plants, it evaporates, it soaks through the soil, there are small deposits of these minerals and salts left behind. So over the course of many, many years of doing this, you end up salting your field. So what the farmer is then required to do is then he's required to flush that field. So he needs even more water to flush the field, to get that salt off his field, or the field becomes fallow. And I was just reading a report from the USDA's, their statistical survey, and they were talking about the amount of land lost to this situation where the farmers don't have the water necessary to actually flush their fields anymore, so this land is fallow.